What's up, guys? I'm Justin Swanstrom. How y'all doing today? If you have not yet done it, please subscribe to my channel. The button right down below, you can hit that subscribe button. It'll automatically send you a notification every time I post a video. We got a lot more content coming out. I'm gonna be posting probably, I did say I was gonna post every 3 days. Well, it was Tuesday, Thursday, and then once on either Saturday or Sunday. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to put a video out every day or every 2 days. So that's my goal right now, is to get out a video every day or every 2 days. Let's see how it goes. I do work a regular job. I get up in the morning, 5 a.m. I'm out of the house by 6. I don't get home till 5:30 p.m. I then try to shoot a video, edit it, get everything done that night so I can go ahead and publish it. I am loving all the feedback that I'm getting from everyone. They're saying, hey, I want to see this or I want to do that. And I try to take that in consideration and try to make a video trying to get at least 2 or 3 things knocked out. So for today's video, give me 1 minute. Today's video, I had a couple people hit me up on Instagram and on my YouTube channel. I've seen in the comment section, they asked, what is better, grudge racing or class racing? I have done both. I've done both for a while. We got out of the grudge racing towards the end of 2018. Because we just felt that with Alcatraz, we were towards the end of our racing. We weren't able to get no more races, and decided that if I wanted to get some sponsorship to help me be able to afford this expensive habit, I needed to go run class racing, the Radio versus the World class. So that was my goal. At the end of the year, last year, I decided to go run Radio versus the World for January of 2019 until now. For most of y'all that don't know, I just purchased a no-time car out of South Carolina. Most of y'all know it as Headshot. I will be posting a photo here soon. It will be getting a whole makeover. I mean, it's not gonna look the same whenever I bring it back home. I am gonna change the name. Please drop a comment below. What do you think I should name the new car? The old name was Headshot. A lot of people know it by that, but I'm not one to keep somebody else's name. That's their deal. They came up with that. I like to come up with my own names or let fans come up with it too. I had a couple people pick up my last car name, which was Carnage and Alcatraz. So I'm gonna give it up to y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and comment on it. Let me know what I should name the new car. I pick it up this weekend, Saturday. I was gonna bring it home, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop it off at the wiring shop, let them wire the car. I'll go pick it up the following weekend. I gotta bring it home, set up the chassis, put my shocks on it. I gotta do some things to it to get ready. Our first race, I plan on debuting it at Mike Hill's race at August 23rd, 24th at Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. I already have 2 locked in races with it. I only own the car for what, 2 days, 48 hours, and I have 2 races. I gotta run Andy Mack, which is that bipolar truck, S10 or whatever. I gotta give him the back tire and the brake. For some of y'all that don't know, the back tire and the brake means that I get the stage with my front tires, he gets the stage with his back tires, and as the tree drops, he gets to leave whenever he wants. I basically have to go off of him. Anytime I see him flinch or do anything, I'm able to leave and go. So anyways, I got that race locked in, and then I have a race that hasn't got 100% locked in yet, but it's like at 98.7654. So, you know, for them guys, the mathematical shit and everything. But, which is that Iceman truck that wants to run head up. So we're trying to come up with a time right now. We've already got the money situated. We already got the race kind of locked in. We're just trying to come up with a good time to be able to run the race. So those are 2 races I got locked in. I plan on running a little bit of grudge racing with it. I am gonna run the No Prep series. We come down to West Palm Beach September 14th, I believe it is. We're gonna run that race, go in it and run the end of the year race at Texas for the No Prep Kings. That car was purchased to be able to run No Prep. I am gonna run a little bit of grudge racing with it too. It's just kind of best of both worlds. Mike is still gonna drive the Radio versus the World car. He's got the new one down there right now. He's almost done with it. We got a video coming soon, so please subscribe to the channel so you can see that one as well. But his 69 is almost done too. I just got off the phone with Pat Musey. We're supposed to pick the motor up this weekend. Then we got to build some headers, or Mike's got to build some headers and everything down south, and then we can get ready for that thing. like I said, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to keep up with all the videos. I'm gonna have some pretty good content coming out here in the next month or so. I'm gonna be posting videos all the time. Like, share it to your friends, put it on social media. Let's make this the best racing page out there. I plan on bringing you a lot more content, bringing you a lot more behind the scenes at the racetrack. I'm gonna start doing some interviews with other drivers, good friends of mine, because that's what I think a lot of people want to see. Everybody gets to watch the cars go down the track, which is all fine and dandy and it's fun, but you see the same thing. Nobody gets to see what happens in the pits or what happens in the trailers or at home or in the garage. That's the stuff that I want to bring to y'all. And like I said earlier, the feedback that y'all are giving me helps me out tremendously, because I get to look back and listen. I read every comment. I know some people will get upset. They're like, hey, he doesn't respond back to me. I read every comment. I love all the feedback. So when I read through the comments, I'm like, man, that's a good idea. Let me go ahead and talk about that in the next video. So I went ahead and mark it on my list. I got a list right now. It's about 55 options that I can go through in video right now. So as long as I think it's a good idea and I believe it's gonna help y'all, I'm putting it on the list, and sooner or later I'm gonna get to it and I'm gonna make a video so y'all can go ahead and see it. But anyways, like I said, I kind of got off track a little bit with the new car. I will be posting videos and every of it this weekend when we go to pick it up. But the reason for this video was, what do I like better, grudge racing or class racing? Like I said, I've done both for a while. I've ran Radio vs. the World. I've ran at the top of No Time, and I've ran at the top of Radio vs. the World. So, in my opinion, I believe grudge racing is better. The reason why I say that is there's a lot more smack talking. There's a lot more ways to be tricked. There's ways to be hustled. I like that. I like gambling. Previous videos, I've ran races for over $40,000 pots. I mean, yes, you could have lost it, but luckily, knock on wood, I won. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of gambling, and I like gambling. I feel when we go up to the line, no matter what, no matter which way you look at it, you have a 50-50 chance of winning that race. So you have a lot better odds than going to casino. Don't go to the casino. I already did that, lost like $800 in 20 minutes. I'll never go back again. You'll never see me in a casino gambling again. That's not my cup of tea. I will gamble at the racetrack though. But anyways, there's a lot more gambling. There's a lot more ways to get tricked. If you're new into the grudge game, they will talk and have a different lingo where you will get sidetracked. You'll get spun out. Somehow, some way, you will get locked into something that you did not even know you were part of. And then you either have to pay punk out or so. So throughout the years, I have learned what meanings are, as in how to lock stuff in, when to know my place, when to be quiet. I will have another video coming out of terms that grudge racers do use that some people may not understand, such as the back tire, the brake, you got the clear, you got the wiggle, you got the 60 foot and done. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's out there that at first confused me, but I understand it better now. Grudge racing, you got the ways to get tricked, you got the money aspect, there's a lot more gambling involved. So, and then just the trash talking. You can trash talk at grudge races or with amongst people and still be a family and have fun. There's really not a whole lot of trash talking going on at a class race. I mean, yes, you got your somewhat heavy hitters, Stevie Jackson and a couple of them guys, and Stevie's probably one of the biggest trash talkers out there, and he's really good at it, but he backs it up as well. So those guys you can kind of go at it with, but in grudge racing, everybody's a trash talker. That's just what they do, and that's just what makes the race better, makes the event better, the atmosphere, everything. It just hypes everything up. So I'm all for the trash talking. Sometimes people take it personal and they get a little in their feelings, but that's on them. If I get you in your feelings, trust me, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna dig in a little bit harder. So the best thing you can do is don't get in your feelings around me. Anyways, so you got the aspect of, you got the racing. Both racing are similar, the same. You either run 1/8 mile, quarter mile, you can do whatever you want. Grudge racing has clocks off. That's another good thing about grudge racing. You never know what that guy beside you or who you're looking to race, you never know what he runs. Like I said, the clocks are off. He knows what he runs, you know what you run. It's all a gamble. At class racing, you got guys that can go 373, 372, then you got a guy who goes 368. You're like, maybe I don't want to mess with him because he's got me beat by 3 or 4 numbers. See, it's not like that in grudge racing. I mean, yes, you have a somewhat idea thinking of what somebody runs, but because of the combinations out there, what kind of power they make, but you never know for sure what that car runs. I love it when people, I've had a couple people before at the racetrack put like a time clock and try to be at the other end of the track, and they'll try to clock me as I come through. And I tell everybody all the time, go ahead and put my time on a time clock and lock me in and come race me and see what happens. I bet you you're probably 10 to 15 numbers behind. But anyways, long story short, I believe the grudge racing is better. So I went ahead and went to Radio vs. the World because I felt that that was I was at the end peak of grudge racing. I needed to get some sponsors to be able to afford this. So I went to Radio vs. the World. I did pick up a lot of sponsors. It helped me out tremendously. I plan on bringing my sponsors over to the grudge scene now. Like I said, we just purchased a new car. I am going to be grudge racing it and no prep racing it. Mike will be grudge racing at 69. So all our sponsors are on board to do what we need to do in the grudge scene, in the no prep scene, and Radio vs. the World scene. So we're going to come out with a 3-car trio team, and trio, right? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. But anyways, we're gonna come out with a 3-car team and we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun racing this kind of no time again. I've been out for a while. I thought maybe the page was kind of dying down a little bit. I didn't see a whole lot of racings. Or don't get me wrong, there was racing at your lower bracket guys, the little bit slower. They go at each other's throat all the time. I was talking about more your higher end, faster dudes. A lot of people are scared to take a loss, so they don't race. I believe me coming back in, I'm gonna be able to mix it up. I've already locked in 2 races. I've only had the car for 48 hours. Hell, I don't even have the car. I gotta go pick it up Saturday. I believe I will bring more hype and bring everything up in the no time world again. That's my goal, that's my plan, and we're gonna go ahead and execute it. Those are a little bit deals why I like the grudge racing over the class racing. I like all racing, but if I had to pick, I would like to go to the grudge. It's just hard to find some races when you get up to that high caliber. You don't want to run the same guy every time. I mean, that's probably what it is. This new car, I may get maybe 5, 7, 8 races, and that's going to be about it. But I'm also going to run the no prep series, so that'll take up a lot of time as well. Subscribe to the channel. I tried to make this video a little bit shorter. I had a couple people hit me up saying my videos are too long. I apologize. I will try to shorten them down for y'all. But if you can, subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Instagram at Swanstrom00. I'm on Snapchat at JSwan9699. Or you can just find me on Facebook at Justin Swanstrom. Look, got the new hats in. Look, Swan Gang. I know everybody's like, oh, blah, 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 what's Swan Gang? I started it up when I was a little kid, coming through high school, and I decided to make some hats with it and go on with the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel follows Justin Swanstrom. That's part of Swan Gang, and it's starting to take off. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I love it to see whenever people are out there wearing my hats, my merchandise. We're gonna have shirts here coming soon. I'm gonna have leggings. We're gonna have tank tops. I'm planning on getting some flip-flop slippers, sunglasses. That's just more future stuff. But right now, I need y'all to subscribe to my channel, like, share, leave a comment, and go on over there and grab you a Swan Gang hat.